So every successful business starts and ends with one important principle, which is to know your audience. The second semi-finalists in the energy track built their whole strategy from simple insights which they gathered in the field talking to their audience. Out of this insight, they have built a strategy which is simple but profoundly important. And so it is my huge privilege to welcome up onto this stage New York University, Abu Dhabi.
Good evening. We took on the challenge to light 1 million households by the end of 2013 in Africa by developing what we thought was a sound business model. Then members of our team were fortunate enough to conduct on-the-ground research during a two-phase trip to East Africa, and our model got turned on its head. Ladies and gentlemen, the ground reality is different, and it is constantly changing. Our model has evolved beyond the case study. It not only keeps pace with real market changes, but anticipates where the sector is headed. First, let's take a look at the lay of the land. We analyzed geographic and demographic patterns of the key countries where SolarAid operates. We also interviewed NGOs as well as residents of these countries. Our research found key commonalities in the settlement patterns of these countries, which becomes crucial later for proving the replicability of our model. Residents tend to reside in three areas: cities, towns with a marketplace, as well as more rural towns. Now, these rural towns are our target customers. Why, you might ask? Well, individuals of these rural towns are the most receptive to solar products, as they are neither too poor nor too remote to access, unlike many of the small villages scattered around them and depicted in the small dots on the slide. Crucially, these rural towns are also located just off the electricity grid, making them an ideal market to supply solar products to. We will focus on identifying the most densely populated towns with a marketplace, which normally have around 25 rural towns surrounding them. Now, when we first walked into this challenge, we encountered three key hurdles to illuminating 1 million households by the end of 2013. This included the high initial cost of products, the lack of awareness about them, and logistics issues with supply and distribution. But our visit to rural Kenya unearthed an even bigger obstacle. When we traveled through rural towns and introduced solar products to our customers, most of them grasped the benefits of solar lighting easily. That wasn't the issue. Yet, when we asked them whether you would want to purchase one right now, most of them said no. Why was that? Well, like some of you, we thought they'd find it too expensive. Then they told us, how can I trust these products will work in the long run? And what do I do when it breaks down? And there appeared the most important initial factor that we had overlooked: trust. Now, it turns out the tipping point for many individuals in deciding whether they want to purchase a certain product hinges on ensuring the longevity of their investment and creating the right sense of security. But what does it mean to establish trust? Historically, solar distributors have come into Africa and focused much more on creating a sales store. We take the opposite approach. We aim to create a sales presence, but more importantly, an after-sales service hub close to our customers. These service centers would be located right within the marketplace, and they would connect SolarAid to our customers as a strategic node. The marketplace marks the end of the asphalt road, making it very efficient for SolarAid to reach. At the same time, these marketplaces are where residents of those rural towns are already congregating on average twice a week to buy and sell goods during set market days. In short, our model is establishing accessibility, not just for SolarAid, but for our customers as well. Our research also shows that the greatest sales potential can be achieved by focusing on SolarAid's mid to upper range products. That is the solar home system. Now these larger products stand out compared to smaller lights because they can charge mobile phones, they provide a longer product lifespan, and they offer the highest profit potential for SolarAid. More importantly, sales data and research shows a significant shift occurring right now in the marketplace because customers want these products, and size matters. These bigger products offer consumers a greater sense of ownership. Now, it might seem bold to push $50 to $100 products onto a relatively poor population. It is. So how does one go about doing it? We have a compelling solution. We advocate tapping a pay-as-you-go technology that would effectively allow the customer to pay for their product over a suitable period of time. This technology comes in the form of what's known as an intelligent control box. It works very similar to how you go about topping up a mobile phone by using scratch cards purchased from a nearby retail shop. It's very simple actually. You stop topping it up, it stops working. While customers would spend a small deposit of $10 to $20 up front, they would then incur only as little as $5 in monthly installments. Now this is actually less than they're already spending combined on both kerosene lighting for their lamps, as well as to charge their mobile phones. After 12 to 18 months, our customers would own the product outright. But this is not the entire picture. Technology providers of these pay-as-you-go devices already exist, but they're relatively new to the market. Therefore, more established suppliers with the logistical know-how and the mass manufacturing setup are needed. Now these companies would provide us with a local warehouse where we could actually access our products much more quickly than if we wait months from China if they're ordered to manufacture. Our strategy is to have SolarAid combine these innovative pay-as-you-go devices from a technology provider along with the solar product of a more established and mature supplier and our model system of trust. One such pay-as-you-go technology provider is 819, which is already selling pilot program products called Indigo through SolarAid. In our lengthy discussions with 819's leadership team, they've highlighted to us the importance of building relationships with a key distributor that has the right model to ramp up sales. Our trust-based model is the way to go, and they agree.